my dad was like, son, opportunity only comes 3 times in your life. And he says, the first time you're too young and naive to understand it. He said, the second time you're too stubborn and dead set in your ways to have at it. And he said, the third time it's going to be as clear as day. And my dad was an incredible influence of always, he's a first generation. I'm a first generation American to my family. My dad is from the Middle East. And I was taught, like, you have to respect the dollar. So any company that's willing to give you $1 for work, you got to respect it and whatever it is. And, eventually you'll do something with it. And, I heard his story, and I think his story is one of the most powerful, most impactful things to me is, because I didn't understand it when I was a kid. I just saw that we always had, food on the table. We always had clothes, and I have 2 sisters and a younger brother, so there was 4 of us growing up in a household. And we all had our own bedrooms in the house, we didn't, we had a pretty decent life. And when I asked my dad, I said, how did you do it? And he said, well, son, when I was in college, I ran out of money. And he said, because I ran out of money and my English wasn't good, and I called my family and they couldn't send me any money, so I couldn't. So he said he looked out the window of the library while he was studying, and he saw this sign, and that sign was International House of Something. So he walked straight over, because it was the only thing that was lit up that night. And he walked over and he goes in, and there was a manager that was there, the owner of that business was there, and he walked in and he asked him if he had any work for him. He needs to earn some money, and he said, I don't have any work for you. And my dad said, well, that's fine. I'm just going to be out here on the park bench waiting for if you have anything you want me to do. So he stubbornly walks out, and he sits down on this park bench. He falls asleep on the park bench, and he wakes up to the manager waking him up saying, hey, our dishwasher didn't show up. It's your lucky day. And he goes in and he starts washing dishes. And he, from a dishwasher, grew into a manager, then grew into, he's a 42-year franchise owner of the IHOP franchise today. And as an immigrant coming into America from the Middle East, and that being his first job, to being the only thing he's done, and being as long-standing in that franchise as he has been, I learned so much from that. So when I graduated college, this has been the only thing I've done. So I started in this industry in 2008, and I haven't done anything else. My dad was like, son, opportunity only comes 3 times in your life. And he says, the first time you're too young and naive to understand it. He said, the second time you're too stubborn and dead set in your ways to have at it. And he said, the third time it's going to be as clear as day. And man, it was awesome. It was really awesome. It's been a cool journey.